up for me, bitch. That's it. You're getting it. Says the stream health is good. Then it says watch the fucking video resolution, but I don't know about that bullshit. And then it says no data. What the fuck does that mean? It's not even goddamn possible. It's not sending anything. I wonder if they can hear me. I can't fucking tell. I'm gonna have to log into fucking YouTube. Why is this like the shittiest fucking website? Like, why is it worse than like a Ukrainian fucking, you know, dark web torture porn website? I'm certain that they're run with more, you know what I mean? Are run with higher.
You don't actually suppose they're throttling you on purpose.
Oh no, I truly believe they are. They go, no, he doesn't need the power, no! They say, shut it down! Shut it down! Yeah, guess what? It won't even load. Yeah, it's just saying, fuck you. Oh, that's weird. It's streaming. Oh, wait a second. Oh, shit, no. Yeah, well, for them, it looks like a fucking puppet show. Like, my ass does not move.
Why is it worse than, like, a Ukrainian fucking, you know, dark web torture porn website?
Like, why is it?
They're run with more.
YouTube, why are you shit? Why are you absolute fucking dog shit, YouTube? I can't lower the quality anymore. You are gonna have to do something at some point, you fucking shitbags. Fuck, I was trying to start off not angry. How you gonna go and make me angry, you little... Oh, now it seems to be flying straight. Ish. Oh, fuck me, Freddy. Let's just get on with it then. Fuck. Everything is horrible. Everything is fucking AIDS. Hey, welcome to the Tolstoy stream, where I'm going to attempt to reasonably imbibe upon alcohol, but really I'm just acting out in self-destruction in a place of abject depression, and then probably getting a little punchy and inappropriately interacting with my fans. For that, I greatly apologize. We only have to make it to May 1st. If I don't die of alcohol poisoning by May 1st, hopefully they will bring the shit up. But I know that no matter what, after May 1st, YouTube will still be a shitty... Oh, now the stream's in excellent condition, everyone! Nothing would have fucking changed. What is the internet, like a system of tubes? Is it like, you know, water pressure in my house where it's like I'm taking a shower and then someone flushes the fucking toilet? Is that how this shit works? Ah, and now it's jammed again. Now I gotta pull up my fucking phone and see if you can even hear me. Like, oh my Christ. God, grant me the serenity to accept their...
Self-destruction in a place of abject depression, and then...
Why? Fucking why is this my life? Like, this is just... If we can just make it to May 1st. Fuck. Okay, so what we got for you today, and I don't want to keep going if I know that this shit's just gonna be laggy as fuck. Like... Yeah, and then just every so often a burst of speed and animation occurs. Anyway, well, welcome to the Tolstoy stream. I'm not sure if we're coming or fucking going. I'm not sure what's going on with this because, as always, you know, YouTube acts like a some sort of horribly inefficient, unreliable website. You know what I mean? I can't even think of like a terrible design of something that's just like known for being abject shit. You know what I mean? Like. I assume even Yugoslavian cars worked better. You know, I can't think of, like, what is the pinnacle, like Apple, like, touchscreen technology, and it has no consistency, and people, like, try to school me on how to fix it, and they're like, well, if you just turn down your, yeah, and I've done that, and sometimes it works, and sometimes it don't. Sometimes I can run on a much higher frequency, and people are like, oh, people using your bandwidth. Is that how that works? Because, again, when everyone's been home, and all of my apartment complexes obviously been using the Wi-Fi, unless someone else is using my Wi-Fi. But they would have to know my insane-ass password, which is just... I mean, no one's gonna guess Taco. It's not Taco. Don't try to steal my Wi-Fi. Anyway, so the alcohol that we got today for you here is for self-destruction. I bought some Cuervo. I don't know why. I wanted to switch up to liquor because fuck it. You know, brandy is dandy, but liquor is quicker. But I got some of this badass. It's essentially, this is like barley wine. This badass Voodoo Ranger beer. So I'm gonna do a Boilermaker, which means that we're starting off fucking strong at 6:30. Clearly, that's the time to get fucked up. We just gotta make it to May 1st. If we make it to May 1st, I'm gonna get this shit tattooed. I'm gonna get a fucking t-shirt that says, I didn't die of coronavirus, and all I got was a shitty t-shirt. Woo! Woo! That tequila smells god-awful. And I can already tell that this is a terrible fucking decision. Christ. Where's my bottle opener? Here it is. Woof. Fuck you. Fuck you. So I apologize now for the rude, drunken, boorish behavior that you will likely endure before all of this is bloody over. I clearly have a problem, and for years I was fixing that problem, but much like the American everything, it's a house of cards. You know, I mean, like, it was all just balanced on the contingency that I could keep working, that I could keep paying bills, that I could go to climbing gyms, go to the real gym, watch them ladies, and then people are just like, you know, oh, you know, you can work out at home. Yeah, you can work out at home, but, like, you don't got the women there with the... You don't got the women with the booties in the fucking yoga pants doing squats in front of you. I mean, I know that sounds ridiculous, but I mean, why wouldn't that? It's also a social thing. It's like, it's a third place, you know what I mean? It's like some people are really missing the barbershop. Some people are missing their favorite restaurant or their favorite bar. I miss the goddamn gym. And this is my solution because, as people know, people with depressive attitudes tend to seek out self-harm, substance abuse. So we just got to make it till May 1st. I don't even know if North Carolina's gonna lift their shit via May 1st, but we gotta pray. We all gotta hold hands and pray. Is this shit still? It just told me excellent health and then went, nah, I'm just kidding, fuck you. And it says, not receiving enough video. So which is it, bitch? I don't fucking understand. So, what is it like? Every time my neighbors, like, what are my neighbors doing that's draining this shit? Every time that they change a website on their computer, it causes me to, what is it, like, the internet's a system of tubes? Like, I don't fucking understand. And it makes me fucking angry. And I start talking with a Brooklyn accent. This is actually how I conducted myself while playing. I used It's a Gundam's voice. I listened to a lot of It's a Gundam, and I tried to make it subtle. And this is the voice that I was using when I was playing my gangster in Vampires the Masquerade. And every 6 seconds he'd be going, oh, good. All right, fuck. No, those guys, and they got machine guns too? Fuck. All right. Fuck. I don't give a fuck. Come on, send them. Send them. I'm a fucking house down here. All right, here we fucking go. Actually, that's smooth as fuck. Yeah, that's great, actually. And then you guess you're supposed to, for it to be a real Boilermaker, you're supposed to chug this, but I'm going to be a little bit more responsible than that. LOL. All right. Here's to not having a mental breakdown on this shitty fucking stream. I'm not sure if Andrew Winslow is being facetious or not. He says, hi, Tolstoy. You don't need to blame yourself, Tolstoy. Blame YouTube. Again, if I had a better answer than YouTube is a shit website and or is throttling my views, I would look into it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not completely mentally retarded when it comes to technology. In fact, and I did promise that the Final Fantasy VII review would be up on my Patreon by the end of the day. There was one flaw in it, and I knew after the editing there'd be, and I'm releasing it episodically. I announced it on my Facebook. Hey, look, the games are episodic, right? That's literally the excuse that I use. But I worked really hard on the small amount of video that I was able to produce. I worked really, really hard, and I tried to make it funny. And I really heavily respect the people who make these kinds of videos, you know, full time, like MatPat. And then again, they have a whole team. I'm doing this shit by myself. It's me, myself, and I up in here. So, like I said, it's gone up on the Patreon. Please come, give me your meager dollars. I would like $1. Son, I know you got 1,200 of them. You know how I know that? Mine hasn't come yet. Please tell me it's coming. I desperately need Big Daddy Trump bucks. But anyway, there was one flaw in it, and one of the subtitles that I added for some reason extended outside of the damn screen, and it doesn't show that on the preview, and I don't know why, and it pisses me off. And I want this, if I'm going to put this up and actually, you know, beg for pennies, I want to at least put a good foot forward, and I want to make it perfect. So I'm going to go and re-edit it, and it'll take me a minute. I'll have it up by tomorrow. or whatever. And I will continue to work on it. One of the other factors that is what, caused me, one of the other factors that caused me to, come to this conclusion that I should release it episodically is that it's a big-ass game. I haven't played the entirety of it, so I can't give 100% of my thoughts and feelings on it to 100% accuracy. And ultimately, I don't want to do a Spoonie-style yuck review of it, but that's what I want to do. And I just saw a scene, just so many scenes where I was like, no, there's no way you can't include that. There's no way you can't include that. And I was like, it's not even in the script. How are you going to work in this joke? And I just realized, like, maybe there's just a bunch of memes that I want to make out of it. I mean, like, see, I didn't know that I could get the footage from this game like this. I didn't know that that was something that I had the capability of doing. Now that I figured out how to do that, and like I said, I looked into it, and yeah, it's a bitch, because YouTube... Once again, technology fails, because it's like new nano dildo technology that was created by those types. And, so I go to confirm my sock puppet account for my, my PSN, right? And they're like, well, we're going to text you. We got to know your phone number. We want a relationship. We want to be able to text you and make sure you're not looking at other girls or some fucking shit. I'm like, all right, here's my number. And they're like, oh, there was an error in texting you. I was like, I don't know how you fucked that up. You had one fucking job. Like, imagine if, like, you bought a car and they're like, okay, so, technically it doesn't have power steering. Like, that would be a pretty big fuck up in today's market. You know what I mean? And then I said, all right, then call me. And they're like, error doing that. For whatever reason, I rebooted my phone to XYZ, and I straight up get, like, 10 text messages from YouTube with the secret code I was supposed to key in. And I'm like, see how you done fucked up? Either my phone service provider fucked up or YouTube fucked up. But either way, it's the techno fags that fucked up, wasn't me. Like, what was I doing besides following basic instructions? Like, if you got a firearm that was that shitty and had such low standards of quality, you can only imagine the backlash that would have occurred. But either way. Kovura says, going out for essentials, like alcohol. Here's to you. Delicious. Seriously, one of my favorite new beers. The boss of cats, Nick. That's the guy's name, or the gal's name. Says, I had some voodoo the other day, but I found it a tad too hoppy. No such fucking thing, baby. Give me the hops. Pour them into my mouth. Unfortunately, Clive was right. I mean, I knew this in the back of my head, but I had forgotten about this. Hops, the beer itself, is an endocrine disruptor. The alcohol is an endocrine disruptor, so that fucks with your T levels. And hops is estrogenizing as fuck. So we just have to make it to May 1st. People are like, God damn it, Tolstoy. God damn it. Andre B says, have you played The Outer Worlds? I played it for like a quarter of a second, and then it just kind of failed with me. What was it? It's like Fallout, just in space and wacky. It's not my deal. I do see how they tried to kind of put a Firefly spin on it. Yeah, that ain't good enough, bud. My brother really enjoyed it. I think he played to completion. Alexis says, nice to see you're still doing good, Tolstoy. This looks like I'm doing good. I'm having tequila at 6:30 in the afternoon. Is that good? Is this good? I'm glad that it looks like I'm keeping up appearances. Fuck, I actually talked to a fan recently who's kind of in the same situation that I am in, and that actually helped to talk to him, and he's like, yeah, I'm also in that situation. It's not as bad as you think. And I'm like, oof, well, fuck. Glad somebody else is there with me. Alexa says, I was just wondering, has someone that you know in real life ever seen your videos, like on accident? And if so, what did you think of them? Or what did they think of them? Yeah, well, I mean, I've shown them to people. Yeah. Yeah, most people that are my personal friends have seen my stuff. I get embarrassed by the fact that they see them. Fuck, my grandparents have seen them. In fact, I think it was one time we were all playing, not D&D, Vampires Masquerade. And we were at a breaking point, and a friend of mine looked at me and he said, hey, I have a quick question, man. How do you feel about Scott Pilgrim the movie? And I was just like, I hate that fucking movie, man. It was such shit. Let me tell you about it. And he just kept smiling like from ear to ear, you know what I mean? Like a Cheshire cat grin. And like a few seconds in, I was like, wait, I don't. And then he just went, guess what we did? You know what I mean? And it was just, what? And he was like, we watched Tolstoy. And I was like, ah, fuck. You know what I mean? I do get embarrassed by the people that I know in real life seeing me. I feel like if they're cool enough to accept the tea, then they're cool enough to accept me, so that's cool. You know what I mean? It's like, I was talking with somebody recently who was like, yeah, you know, you'd be a lot more successful with women if you, like, shaved. You know what I mean? Like, shaved and probably, like, kept your hair long, didn't shave your hair or whatever. It's like, yeah, you know, that's great, but, like, maybe I think that they should have to look past that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know, it's physically fucking impossible. It's like finding a cat that knows how to swim. But, like, yes, I'm aware that the beard doesn't look good, but I don't give a fuck. You know, if some bitch was like, hey man, you know, I won't be serious and shit, dog, and I'm gonna be your ride or die bitch, then I might think about it and be like, all right, baby, then you got pull with me. You can't. Why these women be walking around thinking that they have pull with me when you ain't gonna produce nothing of value? You know what I mean? Like, who was I talking to recently? What did I say to that chick where I was just like, you know, she was like, yeah, you're nicer. You talk nicer to your car than you do me because my car made a weird noise. It's a Ford, obviously. And I patted the thing. I was like, come on, baby. Shh, it's okay. It's okay, girl. And we had just gone to the climbing gym where she proved that she's an utter fucking ninny. And I lost my temper a bit. And I was just like, kick off the wall. And she's like, I'm going to fall. And I'm like, kick off the wall. You will not fall. I have you. And she was like, what if I'm too heavy? And I'm just like, I've belayed a man that's 260 pounds. Fuck you. Kick off the wall. And people going over, sir, you cannot be shouting in the gym. I'm like, shut the fuck up or I'll drop her. No, okay, that last part did not fucking happen. But, so she's like, you talk nice to your car. Then I was like, yeah, man, my car is my property. I have every reason to talk nice to it. You know what I mean? And she was like, yeah, well, you know, you don't say very. I was like, I would. And I said, maybe I would if I knew there was a reason why I would be forwarding my attention and time. Anyway, oof. Let's listen. Is there some ASMR in my beard? Oh, yeah, I think there is. Yeah, look at that. This totally isn't fucking creepy. Oh, yeah, that's right. Fuck. Can't think if anyone's ever seen them on accident. My grandparents somehow found out. That was weird. The Curd123 says, more reviews. Favorite Spoonie reviews besides FF8? Just FF8, baby. I only like, and FF10. But, yeah, more reviews. I would totally have those coming. I intended to have those coming. And then the world came crashing down, and my world came crashing down, and now I'm in another financial fix, and, I just don't have the time or the energy to do that for you, even though I'm getting drunk. Yeah. One day I'm going to come out of this, I promise. Like, I greatly do not want to be a Spoonie. I don't want to let my fans down. Don't get me wrong, you guys are definitely not the first fucking thing in my life. Like, I don't know how to say that without being nice, but like, well, this is it. Like, if my mom, oh, Jesus, I don't even want to speak that to power. If I had a personal, loss in the family, I'm not going to worry about whether or not I'm producing enough videos, but if everything else is going great in my life, then I care. And I actually, want to entertain you guys. It's something I find fun, but it's a hobby, a hobby. And I mean, yeah, if I make a little bit of money off of it, cool. So I have my Patreon up, and somewhere I think I've got about $100 that YouTube owes me, but they probably haven't paid out. And if they have, I don't fucking know. Why is my nose leaking? Oh yeah, the beer. Anyway. The Curd123 says, also, what do you think of Spoonies, that guy with the glasses controversy? We've talked about this before. There's new chapters that got added, and it's fucked up. Well, God, where to begin? Well, obviously, you know how I feel about, that the HR on Channel Awesome being one crusty bitch. I've had a similar situation where, the girl didn't take offense at the stupid, corny joke that I cracked, but another girl heard it, and she was fugly, so she had to try to white knight for the girl, because obviously she knew on a subconscious level that I was like rocking neg game and basically just trying to joke with her and be like, oh girl, you ain't all that, because I was just trying to see what I can get. And this hurt her, this made her butt hurt, you know, the fugly one, because boys are paying attention to, you know, pretty girls and not her. So she encourages first party to go to, you know, to go to people. And then it ends up as some big feeling fuck talk about our feeling shit. And it's physically on file now. Anyway, I'm not getting into that. But so I understand that. That's pretty much what happened. Granted, and I didn't say anything anywhere near as bad as what he wrote, but it's not a real fucking business. I get it. Channel Awesome thinks it's a real business, but bro, guy, you're a bunch of internet asshat, you know, reviewers. Fuck. Do you think that I take myself personally, like, seriously? Like, I clearly do not. You know? Long story short, you know, I don't agree with the fact that they just terminated Spoonie like that. It revealed to me that they are not a family, and I don't know whatever made me think that they were, but I really enjoyed them back in the day. I liked their stupid-ass, corny movies. I found them funny. And, yeah, that kind of broke the illusion for me. I was like, oh, wow, they're douches. And, yeah, what else has come to light? And if anyone can give me a source for this, a friend of mine, we're talking about it, and he said that Spoonie's decline into madness corresponds 9 months after they did one of their get-together movies, you know, Knights of Suburbia, where they supposedly said that on set, he and the nostalgia chick, I think her name is, fuck, what's her name? I forget her name. Anyway, I used to know her name. I know Noah Antwiler. And what the fuck was her name? Ellie? No, I don't fucking know. But anyway, long story short, that they were buddy-buddy on set. Lindsay Ellis, I believe. Lindsay Ellis, she has made some kind of shitty student art film that about a girl who has an abortion and is proud of being a woman. She said it was based off of her own experiences. It's a movie about abortion. Spoonie lost his shit 9 months after a movie where they were on set and supposedly got buddy-buddy. Oh boy. That would actually speak a lot more. That, to me, would actually absolve Spoonie of his douchebaggery. Of, you know, absconding with the money. I can understand, man. Fuck, if a chick terminated my child, that would break me. And, I think that I would have to break somebody else, but we won't go into that. We'll be like cool little Fonzies and not get too goddamn drunk. Lincoln says, hey there, Crazy T, and I say, oh, and then Richard Righteous says, yo, how's it going, my man? And I say, it's your boy HP back at it with the fish people. Everyone's like, are you going to stop memeing that? Because it's not funny. Fuck you. It's always funny. And I will never stop memeing that shit. The Boss O'Cats, Nick, says, you'll get your Trump dollars soon. I got mine on Monday. I need my Big Daddy Trump bucks. I suck your dick! John McCaffrey says, Pyramid Outburst is a great IPA. Haven't tried it so far. My favorite IPA of all time, and I've tried a shit ton of them, is Voodoo Ranger, brewed in North Carolina. Heading on down to the land of the pines. Heading on down where there's speeding fines. Didn't you know this road is only 55? Fuck you. No, really, that's a real story. Andre B says, The Outer Worlds is very well done, but the universe is just not compelling, ? Compelling? You should check out Fallout 76. It's not a dumpster fire anymore. Oh, I'm sure it's still a dumpster fire, and I don't care for anything Bethesda puts out now. Fallout 4 was barely passable, baby. Churchill Bhatia says, thoughts on David Icke? Well, I do believe that the seventh dimensional lizard people from planet Nebulon are in fact interdimensional pedophiles that are trying to vampirically rape our children, so there is that. Lincoln says, have you named your car? Friend of mine named his Jimmy. My car is named Serenity. Take my love, take my land, take me where I cannot stand. I don't care, I'm still free. Fuck you, dude, get away from me. Lincoln says, oh, fucking rereading things. Kovoros says, ASMR tingles. Yes, enjoy those tingles. Do you think that my shot glass, tin? It's not fucking tin, it's stainless steel, you goddamn dumbass. Anyway, shut up. Quit fucking talking to your multiple personalities, you schizophrenic son of a bitch. You think there's some tingle? I just keep knocking them. God, gosh darn Mike. Christ! Tut. Lincoln says, would you ever open a P.O. box for fans to send you things for you to review? Maybe. Hey, look, fucking somebody bought me a game on whatever and then gave me the download code and I reviewed it because it's a little bit more discreet. I think. It's also less work. Alexa says, if you do decide to shave the beard, you definitely got to make another Shaving My Sideburns Part 2 video, lol. That video was hella unique back in the days. Oh, jeez. Except for, I was attached to my sideburns because it was, like, the only facial hair that I could grow. And so, like, as a very insecure young man, like, my sideburns were, you know, like, hey, ladies, look at this. My T levels aren't absolute 0. I'm not sure what the fuck is up with me. My beard keeps on coming in slowly but surely. Like, it a few years ago didn't come in like this. Not this thick, not this far up on my face. It's getting less patchy. Like, that's not fucking science, man. You reach puberty at, like, you end it usually at 19. Like, shorter people tend to have what's known as the FOX3 gene activated, which gives you longevity and usually means that you are a massive late bloomer, which I guess I am. I don't like admitting that, obviously. It's very personal and strange. But that being said, it also gives you a longer life, and I just need to believe that I can still be climbing on rocks in my 40s. I can go to Everest in my 40s. Fuck you. Clap if you believe. Actually, donate to my Patreon, and I will fucking go to Mount Everest. I'm dead serious. I will gladly die there with a helmet cam on. Can you broadcast from the top of? The camera would have to be rigged up to be able to send out satellite signal, and the battery would be insanely heavy. Not today. These days, they got, like, hella swole batteries. Hell, they even got cars that run on the goddamn batteries. Made by Elon Musk. Donate to my Patreon so I can meet Elon Musk. Hell, for all you know. Your donations might be keeping the lights on this month. Either way, like, no, I always just shave the beard. It hasn't been this epic. It doesn't come up on my face. It's just getting fucking longer. It's also getting kind of annoying and itchy. I don't know how I'm going to be a mountain man, but I'm going to be a mountain man. Oh, John McCafferty says, review the sword. Which sword? I've reviewed all of them. What are we talking about? Richard Righteous says, Rick Righteous, says, David Icke knows exactly how the world works. Yeah, like I said, interdimensional child molesters are vampirically leeching our children from Dimension 5. That's how that works. Bro, he's even a little too weird for me, man, and I'm pretty far out there, yo. At Richard Righteous, I agree that he's a great researcher, although I don't know with everything he believes, but yes, he does know. And then the next response is, yeah, absolutely. We have to do our own research and come to our own conclusions. I'm presuming you're awake. Then the next person responds, I don't like the term awake, but haha, yes. This got real David Icke real quick. Bossa Cat's Nick says Doom Eternal. Are you asking if I've played it? The answer is no. I tried to play the first Doom, the 2016. Meh. I like tactical shooters, like the whole like unrealistic run around, blow stuff. And if it's gonna be that, it's gotta be something like BioShock. You know, it's gotta be set in like a retarded universe. Actually, Prey straddles the line on that because you can carry an infinite number of stuff in Prey. I don't know. Corvo says, content ID from YouTube for the singing. You're done. I didn't sing enough for anything to be a thing. I didn't even know what I sang. The fuck? Either way, who fucking cares? They can do whatever they want. Hey, if they close my channel, they close my channel. I don't give a fuck. I'll just broadcast from my Facebook. I don't even. You key? I'm fucking key. Alexa says, by the way, could we get another Dubliners verse, or are you not drunk enough for that yet, lol? Hey, man. Hey. No, yeah, I'm not drunk enough for that. Why does everyone want to hear me sing? It's not that good. I'm really, actually very mediocre. Like, look, man, I can carry a tune, but ultimately I don't have any range. And what that means is this, and I don't know a lot about musicology. I don't know too much about the world, but I'll tell you what. I think most choir songs or most hymns are written in a way that they can be sung by every octave, and I think I'm a tenor. there are vocalists who are good enough to have multiple ranges, and they can go all the way, like Edgar Winter, amazingly, who could go from doodle 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 all the way to and just, you know, fucking run the fucking range, and he would do it all in one goddamn song, whereas, I'm pretty fucking limited. Good beer. Richard Righteous says, we should go with Aware then. Oh, Christ, they're still having this all right, then. Churchill Batia says, love you, Tolstoy. I remember watching your reviews when I was a young teen. The console problems video was a classic among many. What the fuck was that one about? Just what? Like, I don't even remember. Elijah Gibson says, sup, bro? Back at it with the fish people. Mialuga says, can I get an oil shout-out? No. Yeah. Oh, fuck. My CLP is out there. I was lubricating my sword. Hup. Billy! Let's not knock everything over, Tolstoy, because I was cleaning the handle with some CLP. It's done okay, but that tarnish is definitely there to stay. Oh, well. What will it matter? I'll be dead by the time that this thing goes to shit. It'd be nice to do a test cutting video one of these days. I'd love to make a video for you. In fact, I was going to do a test cutting video, but I wanted the footage to go with a review of a book that I owe back to a friend, actually. Lincoln says, back, was grabbing some food to reheat. Welcome back. Then Elijah Gibson just says Bioshock. Great comment, bud. 10 out of 10, Bioshock. The boss, Cat's Nick, says, Prey is more like a modern Half-Life, though, in my opinion. I did get some Half-Life vibes. But it's definitely it's Bioshock mostly, really. It's System Shock, a little bit of Half-Life, and I would even forward some Deus Ex. Some Deus Ex for you. Ooh, I can taste my lunch. That's how that works. Richard Righteous says, fucking love Bioshock. I honestly think it's my all-time favorite game. Word. Then Alexis says, speaking of Bioshock, were you actually the person that got me into it when Oh, you were the actual person who got me into it when I was like 11, so thank you for that. Curious if you have ever gave the multiplayer a shot in Bioshock 2, or was that too whack? His footstance, whack. His style, whack. The way he doesn't even like to smile, whack. Me, I'm tight as fuck. No, I never played the multiplayer. I'm not a big fan of multiplayer in a lot of games. For the most part, if it's not split screen and you can't reach out and fuck with the dude who's shooting at you, you know what I mean, IRL, then I'm not that big into it. The one that I got the most into was, hang on, Metal Gear Online. Blah. Cristo. F. Much better. And even that kind of brought my blood to a boil. But then again, Metal Gear Online had huge hit detection problems. Pit Freak says, quarantine getting too much for me. Getting to me. Building Gunpla, but it only helps so much. Yeah, I know. And I've been drinking. It only helps so much. Kovoras, oil memes are banned. Stop that. Miluga says, yes, thank you. Jesus, fuck. Why are you like this? Andrew B says, after all this shit is over, can we nuke China or at least void the debt we owe them? Why not both? Do it. Silly Trouts says, Hanwei Tactical Katana, baby. Fuck yeah, best sword I actually own, to be perfectly honest. That very flowery one, the Oniori, it's got problems. It's not the worst sword, just not as good as Hanwei, eh? The steel is technically stronger, but it's not as light, and honestly, it rusts. So I don't know, man. That carbon or heat treated 1056 is kind of a baller. Yeah. The boss, Cat's Nick says, I can totally see System Shock in there. Yeah, word. Miluga says, any word on Tolstoy Kafkaevsky Christmas special this year, pimp? Son, I don't really celebrate Christmas, man. I don't really like Christmas. I grew out of it. I'm not a kid anymore. Fuck, I'm a 30-year-old man-child. Just gotta make it to May 1st. Lincoln says, I'm gonna start using that as like, even past May. Like, anytime something bad happens, I'm just gonna say, just gotta make it past May 1st. Lincoln says, would you play Half-Life Alyx if you had a VR setup and PC? If they were donated to me by a fan, I would fucking review that shit. Let's put it that way. However, wouldn't spend money on it. Freak Pit Freak says, Bioshock 2 multi-sucked was so unpolished and busted. For me, it was mostly the jumping of the shark element. The fact that near the end, everyone became like a Mighty Morphin Big Daddy Ranger. I was like, oh, okay, fuck it. You're a Big Daddy? Fuck it, I'm a Big Daddy. You get a Big Daddy. You get a Big Daddy. You get a big... We're all Big Daddies. Like, no. Itchy. Oh, yeah. There we fucking go. Boop. Churchill Batia says, thoughts on how emo/alternative music has overtaken rap music these days? Oh, that's an interesting concept. I never really thought about that. So essentially what you're saying is that modern day hip hop is kind of hip hop emo. Hip emo? Emo hop. Emo hop? Emo hop. Yep, that's what we're doing. It's emo hop. Yeah, no real comment on that. Just I see what the kids are into these days, and part of me kind of respects it a little bit because there's no reason that hip-hop and rap as a genre can't contain different themes besides I'm a gangsta, but that is my favorite type of hip-hop because I'm a child of the 2000s, so when I'm lifting, it's just, how do you get motivated to it? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're lifting, you're lifting weights, and you're listening to All My Friends Are Dead. Hang on, I can do this for real. All my friends are dead, push me to the edge, shoot me in the head, and the friends are dead. Like, how do you get down to that as opposed to fucking DMX going like, where the hood at? Like, you know? One of these things, I don't know, whatever. But maybe these Gen Xers, Christ. Drink more tequila, Tolstoy. It's going to make everything better. It's going to make everything better. Everything? No, everything. Yeah. You're going to forget about all your problems in a minute. I guess maybe these Zoomers, they're not trying to get down, you know, with the you know, the heavy gangsta hip hop. You know, what was I listening to the other day? But I'm kind of basic bitch with that shit. Like I only really like the, you know, the obvious, very most poppy hits. You know, I like DMX, like Slim Shady, I like Snoop, and obviously I don't know about the and like. You know, names were goofy back in the day, but they, you know, it's like Slim Shady, simple. DMX. Obi Trice was a little weird, you know what I mean? You got Jay-Z. I was listening to him this afternoon as I was walking around with my heavy-ass Alice pack, you know, trying to just burn up my calories and, you know, get my exercise in, meager exercise. I think I only walked 4 miles, but, you know, whatever. Anyway, and I hear this new emo hop, you know what I mean? And there's nothing appealing about it to me. Like, the fucking, it's just some low energy, low T shit, if you ask me. That's just fucking me. Oh, and their names are absolutely fucking ridiculous. And they are fucking clown shoes ridiculous. The Tekashi X9 1010s and the little Biggie Zans and the Malone posts. Fuck. And that chick that I wanted to hook up with liked Post Malone. And I was just like, oh bitch, no, please. Ugh. Crossed my legs, and I was like, filthy. That's smooth as hell. That's almost smoother than vodka, quite really. So that's interesting. I never really thought of these modern day mumble rappers as emo rappers. There was some emo that I liked back in the day. It has its place. It truly does. But you know what the difference is? There's some emo that I'll listen to while I'm working out. Because emo, despite being emotional, is not necessarily defeated. And a really great example would be, you remember your Flyleafs? Yeah. I've lifted the Flyleaf. Shit the fuck up. You got your Flyleafs. I'm trying to think of another good example. I wouldn't count that as emo. Not really talented, it's new metal. I was going to say, I do like some Skillet. You can hate all you want, but Skillet, being a Christian band, does not dissuade me at all, and they always sing about end of the world, fight the Antichrist, won't give up, not one goddamn step back shit, and that obviously gets me pumped. So, there's that. Rick the Righteous says, what do you think of the 1968 Dodge Charger? I don't know. I don't know much about classic cars, but thank you for asking. I don't know. Like a 1970 Vanishing Point Dodge Challenger better? Steven Knight says, damn it, I'm like 35 minutes late, lol. Yeah, you're still here. It's not a big deal. Like, there's still time for me to get drunk, I promise. Miluga then gives a sad face. I don't really know why. Richard Righteous says, hey, Steven Knight, how's it going? Jeremy People says, Last of Us Part 2 review? No. Not even if you put a gun in my face. You could shoot me. You could kill me. I don't give a fuck about Last of Us Part 2. Alright? I hope Neil Druckmann gets good at sucking dick, because that's all he's going to be good for. That's how he's going to make his money. And he's going to, like, take his, like, dick in his mouth off the dick and be like, you know, I made a feminist propaganda. And then be like, shut up, I paid you to suck dick. And then he'll push his head back on the dick, and he's going to, oh, yeah, and get back down on it. I'm not even mad that was crass. I don't give a fuck. I'm right. Why are you booing me? You know that I'm right. Lincoln says, oh my fucking god, I'm in Discord with a friend, and he set his Alexa to play the song Fortunate Son whenever he yells, they're in the trees. Good man. Miluga says, neckbeard is on point today, pimp. That's right. All them bitches want to feel my fucking neckbeard. They go, oh my god, it's so fucking... I want to feel... No, they fucking don't. Everyone's like, Tolstoy, you better shut the fuck up. Steven Knight says, laughing my ass off. Tequila today, huh? Yes. Yes. Huh? Yes. It helps me forget the pain. We just have to make it to May 1st. The Boss of Cats, Nick, says, it's just a generational thing. Look, man, it's a low T thing. Yeah, it's a generational thing. And, like, a lot of people have noticed that, like, as time goes on, testosterone is going down. It's just that Gen Z does not. Gen Z, you know what? There are kids in Gen Z who have high T. You see them playing in the park when you run by. Quit being a boomer. Yeah, quit being a boomer. Andre B says, do you still own that Ford? Yeah. What, did you think I got into a financial situation where I wouldn't want to put a gun in my mouth? Like, fuck. Yeah, I almost did. I was making good money, and stuff happened. And it's the end of the world as we know it. Okay. Steven Knight says, Tech Nine was the first emo rapper, lol, but he went hard as fuck. What about the Post Malones? Wasn't Malone Post older than Tekashi Tech 965, Eiffel 65? I don't care. Who's the other one? There's Tekashi 9965522, and then there's another one I knew about. Malone Posts. Who's the one with all my friends are dead, push me to the edge? Whatever the fuck. You know, I don't really give a shit. Kingpin Alpha. Oh, wow. Guys, we have a badass over here. Says, hey, this may seem like some real hipster shit to you, but you should try Aome. Claire, is that a musical style? Is it an actor? Is it, what are we talking? Aome. That sounds like some Japanese shit, son. Silly Trouts says, everything tastes better out of a mountain mug. Oh, shit. Is that what you're calling this? A mountain mug? Word, it's the best cup I've ever owned. Like, you can do so much shit with it. It's pretty great. I mean, you can heat shit up in it. I could take this fucking lighter and heat the thing up with it. No, you can't, because the lighter's a broken piece of shit. What were you, designed by Microsoft? What are you, a touchscreen piece of shit? I just refilled you. You had one job, Jeff. You know, sorry, I flew off the handle like that, guys. That's my drunk behavior. Beard balm, if you can, helps with itching beard. Yee. Here's my deal about that. I should just shave. I'm waiting for the quarantine to end. We just have to make it to May 1st. Once May 1st happens and they unlock the gym, nah, actually, I'm really saving this for something else, which is when I get a better job. Anyway. The Boss of Cats, Nick, says, power violence is top-tier lifting music. Look, man, I like... You know, I have a threshold. It's like, I like metal, but there's like shit that just gets so over the goddamn top. And power violence sounds like something that's probably too over the goddamn top. Like, you know what's probably my threshold is going to be Five Finger Death Punch or Volbeat. Just being real. Churchill Batia says, "I like your answer. You should listen to Oh my Christ, Lil Peep. I'm not listening to anyone named Lil Peep. I'm being real with you. Motherfucker's name is Lil Peep. He needs to change that shit now. He has a song called It's Me, which samples Flyleaf's All Around Me. All right, touche. Oh, shit. Steven Knight's got some Skillet knowledge. He says, Monster Skillet for the win. It's like their best song. Ooh. So my YouTube keeps on suggesting that to me, but I haven't tried it out. The two songs I like the best from them are Awake and Alive. Fuck, I like that song. And then, obviously, oh, well, no, you know what? Rise. But there's a mashup of Centuries by Fall Out Boy. Yeah. But it's mashed up with Rise. Oh, it's called Rise for Centuries. That shit's pretty fucking legit. And then the best Skillet song is Not Gonna Die Tonight. Ugh, that's some good fucking shit. So I'll give Monster a listen to. We just have to make it to May 1st. We just gotta make it to May goddamn 1st. Lincoln says, ooh, now I kind of... That howl that I just made reminded me a little bit of the Joker, and now I want to watch the goddamn Joker. Tolstoy, liquor is bad. You need to stop drinking, Tolstoy. Why? Yeah, you're right. You have a point there. No, you fucking don't. Lincoln says, I still love Skillet, but Sabaton always makes me feel like I'm on a battlefield, and I love the True Stories. Great War was an amazing album. I saw a music video because I think it was you suggested Sabaton. The music video was cool. The music did not inspire. This does not inspire happiness. Churchill Batia says, at Steven Knight, I would argue Tupac was the first emo rapper. What? No. What? Sorry. No, don't get angry. I'm not angry. What? Okay. Whoa. Fucking whoa. Because Tupac was socially aware, that doesn't make him an emo, my guy. He was not wallowing in his pain. A lot of Tupac's albums were about, like, how can we rise above this? That's literally, like, one of his, what was that, like, that really big A-side that everyone, like, got radio time? I see no faith in the morning, I'll blast myself. Is life worth living? Should I blast myself? Anyway, you know what I mean? And, if that is what qualifies him as an emo rapper, then before that, you have Grandmaster Flash with The Jungle. I think a friend of mine was like, that's like your theme song, because it was just about a guy who's about to snap, like, it's like a jungle sometimes, I'm making me wonder how I keep from going under, with that fucking 80s synthwave sound. No, I'm not gonna put him in the same, no. Okay, Rick Righteous says, Tolstoy, tits or ass. Tits are a close second, but ass all goddamn day, baby. Jeremy People says, do you review airsoft guns anymore? Hey, man, you can totally go to my channel and look and see what I review. Here, let me Google that for you. Like, no. And there's specific reasons why. Then Rick Righteous says, have you seen Only Fools and Horses or Peep Show? No. Are those movies, music, soundtrack? You gotta be specific. I have no idea. Steven Knight says, not the Tech 9, the old school black one, laughing my ass off. Oh, did I get confused with something? I have no fucking idea. When you say Tech 9, I assume it's the shortened version of Tekashi 9966. Oh, no, it's not even the same guy, is it? It's not the same guy. I don't even fucking know. Kingpin Alpha says, also, I made his name when I was 13. I made this name when I was like 13. It's not like Alpha. It's Power Ranger type shit, laughing my ass off. That's hysterical. Hey, man, no fucking shame, man. There are times where I will lift to the original Power Rangers theme. And I just think to myself, like, if you listen to, like, the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, like, they had to market it to Americans, right? Okay. So in the boardroom, they're like, how can we tell the youngins that this is where the shit is at? And, like, you know, they were talking about the theme song, and the musician in charge, the head musician in charge was like, yeah, we use guitar scales. You know what I mean? Like, in the 90s, that was the sign that the shit was fucking lit. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you know? How do the children know that this is the fucking shit? Like, that's how you fucking know. It was fucking guitar scales. That was how you fucking knew that it was time to throw your fucking Fruit Loops in the goddamn air and rush to the fucking television set to watch dudes in rubber suits go, yeah, with, like, you know, fucking, what's it called, sparks, you know, off of them and shit like that. She was cash, and it's why we were all fucking mentally retarded at the age of 10. Steven Knight says, Lil Uzi Vert, yeah, the Verty Ooze says, Exo Tour Life, a.k.a. All My Friends Are Dead. Oh, yeah, that's the other one. Yeah, Little Verty Ooze. Yeah, I always forget about the Little Verty Ooze. Christ, mate. Yeah, man, not a big fan of, look, I'm not a big fan of rap or hip-hop to begin with, but there are, there's just a bunch of pieces that are ubiquitous to music. So, like, I like Linkin Park. Linkin Park toured with Jay-Z. They did Numb Encore. It's a good fucking track. I don't really like anything else by Jay-Z, but that's a good fucking track. So I'll listen to that shit. So I know a little bit of, like, Jay-Z, that kind of shit. Like, take these new ones, these newbies. I hear them on the radio. I try to give them the fair shake, but, I don't care. Maybe it's because I'm old. Maybe because I'm, a boomer. Cat Bus says, Tolstoy, I just smoked weed. Am I based yet? Doing a thing is not what makes you based. Thinking a thing is what... that's not entirely true. I don't have an answer for you, but no, my answer is no. Velodrone says, Tolstoy, my guy. Thoughts on the World Health Organization. Nuke China. Nuke 'em, baby. At Churchill Batia, Stephen Knight says, yeah, I can see that. The Tupac changes the game. Him and Bone Thugs. I guess you agree. I don't. Richard the Righteous says, at Velodrone, corrupt as shit. Yeah, that's about right. No, they're in the pocket of... In fact, everyone is shitting on Trump for cutting funding to the World Health Organization from America. We're the number one funders, by the way. And they're like, well, that's because he... Why? Knows that there's shit in China's pocket and didn't warn us about a pandemic that's ravaging our country? Good. Cut the fuckers off. I hope you all go bankrupt and go broke. Bitch! Fuck! Stephen Knight says, damn, I forgot about Awake and Alive. Yeah. Oh, yeah, man. Awake, I'm alive. I mean, it's not talented music, but I don't give a fuck. I just need something that makes me feel... You know what I'm saying? There's a whole rant that I have about music where it's like, a lot of shit that isn't super talented you still super like. And I feel like I liken that to the culinary arts. Yeah, there's a lot of shit that you fucking really like because your brain is programmed to fucking like it. You know what I mean? Like grilled cheese. That shit ain't hard to do, but it don't fucking matter because it's a goddamn grilled cheese. And there are people who do grilled cheeses really good. They're like, well, I got the grilled onions and I got the bacon, got some tomato in there, maybe a little bit of mayonnaise. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't always have to make a 5-star meal to be good food, and you don't always have to make an amazing album to be, sometimes you can just really enjoy, the sounds of Little John going, okay, oh yeah, like, that's another one is Trick Daddy. I do like Trick Daddy. And also that one by P.D. Pablo about Rise Up, North Carolina, and yes, because I'm living in fucking North Carolina. Every time they do something right, I'm like, North Carolina, rise up, twist your shirt around your home, wear like a helicopter. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, by the way, all the towns that he names in that are towns in North Carolina that have prisons in them. That is why. Lincoln says, Skillet's new song Undefeated is pretty good. I'll give that a listen once we make it to May 1st. We just have to make it to May 1st. You know what? If May 1st rolls around and North Carolina doesn't lift the band? The band, I will go ahead and open up the gym for them. LOL, the shotgun will breach. I assure you that lock will not be surpassed by the excellence of a 12 gauge. The cops will just be showing up and I'll just be on the fucking can't think of the word. Brain wants to say escalator. Christ. Oh, I popped something in my goddamn neck. Elliptical. I'll just be on the elliptical like, officer, what can I do for you? You know what I mean? Like, your son, you're being arrested by, like, can you wait till I'm finished? Like, seriously, though, can it wait till I'm finished? Woof. It's okay. More tequila is in order. Guys. There you fucking go. That's tequila. This isn't a problem. I don't have a problem. Fuck you. You got a problem. God, it's 7 o'clock. It's not even an hour after I started. Whew. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I... Oh, that's not... Yeehaw, and break the law, baby. Freak Pit Freaks says mutants. Yes, everywhere. Oh, shit! Noah97 says Handlebars by Flowbots. Oh, shit. That used to be one of my depressed favorites, man. I can ride my bike with no handlebars. No handlebars. No handlebars. Fuck yeah. That once came on in a fucking, like, dive bar for rednecks that me and a friend were at. And we were just like, huh, this is fucking weird that happened. Kappa says nuke China. I agree. Nuke China. Hashtag nuke China. Nuke them till they glow. Nuke, nuke, nuke. Right now. Stephen Knight says, laughing my fucking ass off. If we make it May 1st, I'm a smoke to a bunch of old school skillet. There you fucking go. And I will quit drinking and run fucking fatty laps. Maxwell in the house. And he says, what up, Tolstoy? How it do? What it do, Maxwell? I see you done finished that Final Fantasy VII. I can't imagine what kind of pain you're in not having more Final Fantasy VII, because I got a bunch. I've rationed mine. You used all yours up. I have rationed mine. You know, Max, I would actually recommend going back and playing Crisis Core. If you can find a PSP and a copy of that, I wanted to do that. Once I got to about the point with Roach, I was like, huh, another soldier. Interesting. And it kind of reminded me of Crisis Core. And I was like, I would like to go back and replay that so I can make my review more succinct. And I realized that I sold my copy a long time ago. Oh, geez. Shoop Whoop X says, do a funny scream. Oh, Shoop Whoop. No. Kane the Warlock's in. He says, oh, shit, what I missed? Nothing. I'm just getting drunk, and life is horrible, and everything's horrible. But, hey, you know, there's no counterbalance. I'm just saying, hey. Catbus says, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang. No. Fuck that guy. And then he says, please watch True Detective. How long is that? I don't like crime dramas. Stephen Knight says, Tupac wasn't emo, but he was one of the first rappers to show another side of the thug life back then and talk about hardships and actually wake people up. All right, fair enough, but that's my point. He was socially conscious. That doesn't make him emo. Emo, I think, is over-emotional. That's emo, emotional. So let's compare that to, say, for example, Rage Against the Machine was socially conscious. That does not mean that they are emo. You know what I'm saying? Now, in fact, emo doesn't even have to mean socially conscious at all. It's more about existentialism and, like, you know, the pain of living. It's about, well, really, I don't know. It's kind of just American bachata music. Well, anyway, keep on scrolling because this feels weird. Freak Pit Freak says, broke, question mark. Not yet, soon to be there. Churchill Bahita says, I just meant Tupac is emo in the sense that he talked about his feelings, predicted his own death, professed love for his mom, etc. Peep was the same. He died, so he can't change his name anymore. Oh. Yeah, well, he shouldn't have snorted a pound of Xanax. I don't have any mercy for these druggies, to be real. You know, it's like, I don't know. No, yeah, and you say that, but you ask for mercy from people. You ask for understanding because, you know, you're depressed and you take it out on alcohol. But because he was snorting Xanax, you know, you think that you're superior. Yeah, fuck off. Conscious. No one was asking you, fucking asshole. Shut the fuck up, you schizophrenic son of a bitch! By the way, whenever I say that, I'm literally referencing, I don't know if you'll ever be able to find him, but it was like one of the, he might have removed the video by now, but it was like one of the greatest goddamn video responses of all times, and it was in response to a video called Girls Like Tall Guys, and it was a short Italian dude in New York, and just everything he said and did was fucking fantastic, and I absolutely loved his response, and it just got out of, he was a YouTuber greater than me, crazier than Tolstoy, but deserved 18 times, I have more subscribers than he does, he deserves more than me, I assure you. Kingpin Alpha says, dude, The Jungle by Grandmaster Flash was so far ahead of its time. When you look at the lyrics compared to an era of hip-hop, it was super deep, as silly as it sounds. No, I like Grandmaster Flash. He was actually the first rapper I ever listened to, in a sense. It was part of, believe it or not, a program on a Packard Bell goddamn computer that my dad got us when we were like 8 years old. I didn't have MTV, obviously. I don't even think we had really, we might have had cable. Anyway. And when you looked under, there are like two songs that are beloved to me, despite the fact that I don't really care for the rest of the, you know, the catalog of the artist. And like one of them is Bill Monroe's White House Blues. You can look into that. He was a mandolinist and a bluegrass artist. And it was because when you looked up bluegrass in, you know, Encyclopedia Britannica, it had his clip, and it was like that one clip of him saying, "Look here, rascal, see what you've done. You shot my husband, and I've got your gun. I'm taking you back to Washington." And then he does a mandolin solo, and for some reason, like the sound of his voice, and Grandmaster Flash's "The Jungle" was the sound, was the thing of rap. You know, when you clicked on rap or hip hop or whatever, Encyclopedia Britannica was like, this is a sample, and so it got stuck in my brain. So it's kind of just, it's in there now. Jeremy People says Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Thank you for that. I like turtles. Thank you for that comment. Good for you. Kappa says BioShock 4 being set in an open world Rapture would be great. Look, they need to put it to bed. First of all, what's his face? Ken Levine is gone. He's gone. He doesn't want to do that shit no more. All right? Let it die. Do not attempt to constantly resurrect. Quit practicing necromancy. Jesus got some shit to say about it. He said it's bad. That would be interesting to see if there's actually any references to necromancy in the Bible. I don't think there is. Or the translation would be fucked up. I have to look into this when I'm sober. Maxwell says, I wasn't allowed to watch Power Rangers because they morphed, and God doesn't make humans to morph. Oh, son. Oh. Oh, no. No, I'm not gonna, no, I won't laugh. No, I'm not laughing at that. That's very... The boss of Cats Nick says, I was more into animated Batman back then. That was actually infinitely better. I was into both. Catbus says, okay, boomer. Está bien, boomer. Rick the Righteous says, only fools and horses and Peep Show. Indeed. Then he says, both British TV shows. I've seen a lot of your content throughout the years. I'm English and I know what we have to offer. Watch these shows, my friend. Oh, yeah, Peep Show. Yeah, my buddy tried to show me that once. That's where the meme, the secret ingredient is crime, comes from. Yeah, he tried to show me that once when I was stone drunk. Hey, man, your television shows are hit or miss. I liked The In-Betweeners. There's a British TV show you actually like? No, not particularly. I'm trying to think. No, not at all, actually. Oh, The In-Betweeners was decent. Is your uncle an asshole? No, he's just Australian. Like, fuck, man. Aussies are great. I love Aussies. Stephen Knight says, so in other news, Microsoft took Prey away from me, so I can't beat it. Lol, they took it off Xbox Game Pass this morning. What the fuck is that? You spent money on it, and then they just took it. Is that? I don't understand what you're saying. I don't have an Xbox PS4 Master Race up in here. And the PC people are going, actually, and I'm like, yeah, no, none of that. But that's fucked up shit. I would riot, but that's just me. One man riot. Bring back Prey. Like it's fucked up. Oh, fuck off. Kavota says, Boomer Talk Live. Yeah. And in my day, you know. Scroll it back up. Scroll it up. Andre B. Every time I see Andre B, I want to call him Cardi B or her Cardi B. But other way, Andre B says, "Did you ever end up playing BioShock Infinite in the DLCs?" Yeah. Just the one that was actually, I suppose it's canonical. Her going under the sea. You know what I'm talking about. What was it called? Lost at Sea, Burial at Sea. Yeah, but I was stone drunk at the entire thing. Years later, I did watch a video review that said it wasn't really that good, but I remember it fondly. Because I got good memories of that game, and I was drunk 24/7. So, yeah. What is your favorite Alien movie? Ooh. Fuck you, 3. No, 2 is obviously the best. I still really like 3. Everyone's a hater, and they don't understand what, David Fincher? David Fincher. Is it David Fincher? Yeah. I think it's David Fincher. Did he do 12 Monkeys? He does dark shit. He just does dark French shit. The French know their fucking cinema. Either way, Alien 3 was good. Y'all haters. I'm taking a piss and then having another shot. Y'all should too. Be right back, bitches! Yata, yata, I'm back. I'm back to answer more of your questions. Quit unsubscribing. Give me money on Patreon, cause I'm broke, and I don't feel like working, cause I'm an asshole. No, that's not really true at all. Zoop. And everyone's like, and the decline of Tolstoy begins. Tolstoy, do not drink a fifth of Cuervo. Yeah, I'll remember not to... Hey, wow, they're as old as 1795? Mexican history must be interesting. I'm sorry you all had 3 major revolutions and failed every time. I really wish that you hadn't. I really wish that you could have fought your goddamn government, but whatever. Yeah, fuck it. Oh, interesting. So Maxwell McCormick says, I listen more to classical and orchestral music than lyrical. Is that wrong? Yes, absolutely. It depends. So I'm going to be 1,000,000,000% honest. I do not like classical goddamn music. It is too abstract for me, personally. I feel like, you know, it's like what they say about how music is getting simpler and simpler. And yeah, I agree with that. And the simple music is mentally corrupt, but quickly satiating. It's hard to explain. I mean, look, our roots as humans are tribal by nature, and tribal music is not exactly anything other than repetitive, and usually it's just a drum line with some chanting. All right. And they repeat it over and over and over again. In fact, oh shit, we gotta put on the, if we're gonna do this, we gotta put on the fucking, oh shit, is that it? Yeah, that's it. All right, hang on. Don our fucking archaeologist hat. I don't know why it's on the floor. Fuck you, I don't care. Yeah. Make sure there's not a spider in it. Yeah, that's good. There we are. Oh, wow. Oh no, it shrank so much. Christ. It's never gonna fit my head. What size is this? Oh, it is small. Well, your head is small. My head's not small, asshole. Quit talking to yourself, you schizophrenic son of a bitch. Everyone's like, what the fuck goes on in Tolstoy's universe? I don't fucking know. Wow. Maybe it was always this small. I do not know. Either way, we have to wear the, if we're gonna talk about, social theory and, what's the thing I'm looking for? So, anthropology. If we're going to talk about anthropology, we got to wear the goddamn archaeology hat, okay? All right, very good. That being said, so the people of, it's not Papua New Guinea, it's the Aboriginals. So the Aboriginals have a tradition of not doing psychedelics per se, but being able to meditate, and supposedly in their tradition they believe that their witch doctors are casting themselves into the spirit world where they do battle with evil spirits and actually also rival witch doctors from rival tribes. Now, how do they do this? They do a circle dance, and they dance a repetitive for fucking hours until they collapse. And when they collapse, they believe that they go to the, whatever. It's, or actually, not, it isn't necessarily that they collapse, they enter into a trance. That's actually a form of Taoist meditation known as walking meditation, which, it's fucking dope. So that being said, I can't even hate on repetitive, music that music theorists and people who are more talented, no doubt, look down on. They say, well, if you like this type of like repetitive techno, this repetitive, beatbox music, you're not as, our human roots kind of dictate that, yeah, we should like that. If you can enjoy, better music, good for you. In the same way that, there is a certain enjoyment in eating very refined, well-made food that is good for you, but, like, part of you as a human will always like nice, greasy, fatty hamburgers, which, actually, I'm not even going to hate on hamburgers. Like, you can't say that did not take talent to create. It's a lot of different fucking chemicals. Well, yeah, chemicals. It's a lot of different goddamn ingredients. Poor example. You know what I'm saying? It's grilled cheese versus, I don't know, what's something that's very lofty, hard to create, but is actually good for you, kind of thing. Roast salmon with asparagus and Well, but your brain... Okay, well, anyway. The point being that I find it too abstract. It's just... And I can think relatively abstract. I mean, fuck. Like, I've dropped acid multiple goddamn times. Like, I've met God. He's a cool dude. That being said, I can think quite abstractly. It's just, that's not what I care for. Because, well, actually, this lends insight into my own experience as a human being, and I've actually never thought about it, and I think I have my answer now, which is that, God, I love tequila. My answer is that, most of the shit that I do is hard and repetitive. Like lifting, like hiking, and just overly flowery music that just doesn't have, I don't know, that just doesn't have a point to it. It's not as focused. It doesn't have, it goes all over the place. It just doesn't feel like it's contextually correct in line with my life. I said that jumbled up. It doesn't feel like it pertains to my life. I don't understand. It's like they're describing some sort of flowery field, or I don't know. Either way, no, I do not like non-lyrical slash classical music. Pass on that fucking shit. And Stephen Knight picks up on this and he says, you just compared music to grilled cheese? Awesome. Oh, I compare that to everything. Yeah. There's a whole theory about art. It's like, there's shit that's harder to do that we consider more talented, and I bow to you. Yes, Yo-Yo Ma is a fucking genius. He is the equivalent of the, what's a hard dish to make? I don't know. Souffle. I don't know. But the point is the harder thing to make. But that's not necessarily as filling as some mac and cheese. Your brain is programmed to actually tell you want the mac and cheese because it's full of fat. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, well, as tribal entities, we are more programmed to basically like shitty-ass poppy disco tunes. I mean, I'm the first to fucking admit if I actually listen to pop music that I like a thing or not, you know what I mean? And I will listen to poppy repetitive shit while specifically doing cardio. You know goddamn well that DJ Wump Wump does a lot better for cardio than Bach or Handel, you know what I mean? Maybe Bach and Handel would have their place if I was like on acid. I don't fucking know. Anyway, we've talked too long about this. Jeremy People says, what's your favorite superhero? Batman, followed closely by Spider-Man. No, wait. Followed closely by X-Men, and I'm grouping them all together. Fuck you, I can do that. I'm Tolstoy. Followed then by Spider-Man. The Holy Trilogy. Batman, Spider-Man, X-Men. Those are your three. Pick. They're the best. That's all you gotta know. Stephen Knight says he's pouring a shot of Jack. Fuck. I definitely should cool it on the tequila. Kingpin Alpha says, my jam recently, that's super random. It's Buddy Holly by Weezer. Fuck yeah, man. So a long billion years ago, back when I was wearing the suit. Wearing the fucking suit, right? Yeah, I was seeing this Miss Thing. She used to refer to her style as risque. Nah, she was right. Nah, she was a slut. Yeah, she was, but that was hot. Fuck. Anyway, so she would dress, as she said, risque, and basically she said that she was going for like 1950s pinup model, and so that was kind of our theme song, man. Like, oh, you look just like Buddy Holly, and you'll marry Tyler Moore. Like, fucking, except for she ripped my soul out, and I hope she's burning in hell. Yes, they deserve to die, and I hope they burn in hell. So there's that. Yeah, Weezer's a good band. Unfortunately, I knew someone who recently went to go see a Weezer concert, and actually, they played Rockingham, of all fucking places, North Carolina, and it was a big, and they got rained out, and it was a big concert, and also Foo Fighters were, no. Foo Fighters were in North Carolina. The one with Buddy Holly, or the one with Weezer, and Foo Fighters was in California. So I had a buddy of mine went to Cali, and he said that Weezer was not really into the act, like was barely performing, and then Foo Fighters comes out and rocks your fucking shit. And I'm like, really? You would think that Weezer would perform good. You would think that they would have good stage presence because, like, their whole bit is like, LOL, we're, quirky, nerdy guys. Like, well, anyway, okay. Stephen Knight says, laugh my fucking ass off. I forgot about No Handlebars, too. Damn, the nostalgia. Dude, tell me about it. I fucking love ska. And darkness, even more darkness with my ska, even better. It's It's like asking if I want more sauerkraut with my sauerkraut sandwich. I also want more sauerkraut, although the recent brand of sauerkraut I've got has been too sour. I don't know if that makes any sense. Does it make sense? Anyway, you could wash it off. Anyway. The Boss of Cats, Nick, says, Crisis Core is sick. Fuck yeah, it was sick. Miluka says, oil up the old PSP 3000. No. The Boss of Cats, Nick, says, still have mine. Very good. Steven Knight says, ever play Turok? Oh, son, you know that I love Turok. I've done whole fucking rants on fucking Turok. Yeah, the first time that I was introduced to Turok, I was in a Funko Land, if you recall. To quote Ashley Birch, here is 20 Funko bucks. Like, no. I was in a Funko Land, and I was sampling it on one of the consoles, and that was, there for sale. Not for sale, there for, it was the view model, the floor model. That's the word you're looking for, you dumbass, you drunk cocksucker. Figure it the fuck out. And I remember, like, going, oh, yeah, nice. And I was, like, drawing back my bow and arrow, and I saw a deer, and my mom was, like, horrified. And she was like, why would you want to kill a deer? Why are women? I'm not asking why are I'm physically, the question is, why are women? Okay? This is my fucking question. Fuck. Like, little boy wants to hunt. Why is that? Like, fuck me. God damn, Mom, I love you. But this trailer's got to go. I cannot grow old and say... No, stop. Just stop. Anyway, Turok 2 was the greatest game ever made. The remake that they came up with on Steam was fantastic. And I loved every goddamn minute of it. I tried to do a live stream of it, and as it turns out, I can't do that shit. Because there's just some things you can't do it, Nemo. Clive Winston's in the fucking house. He's fucking here. Max says 58 hours in 4 days. 58 goddamn hours. Holy shit. He says, I couldn't stop. Also never played Crisis Core, but I need to. I have a PSP in my room right now. Maybe I'll order a copy. Son, you like FF7 but have not played Crisis Core? Shame. 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 I don't fucking know. I never watched that goddamn series. I'm not care. I'm not a fascist. I don't give a fuck about these fucking European types with their governments that I don't care for. And then he says he's actually ordering a copy right now. Yeah, order me one, because I lost my... Well, you sold yours, dumbass. Yeah, well, fuck. I wanted to go back and replay it. By the way, Zach, where's the Alpha Chad Zach versus the Beta Version Cloud? Go ahead and include all your hate in the comments, because I don't give a fuck. Steven Knight says, I just got some extra Trump bucks the other day, so I guess I got you on the Patreon. We want that FF7 review in RE3. Lol, if you're up for it. Well, we're publishing the FF7 tomorrow. Hungover as shit. I just have to fix those goddamn... stupid-ass fucking title cards. Why did they go over the goddamn chart? I could literally publish it now and go like, fuck it. But if I'm asking for $1, I want to know that it's perfect. So, that being said, hey, look, if you purchase me the RE3 and send me the goddamn download code, I'm reviewing it. Like, that's actually how that's going to work. I don't even want to do video game reviews. It's not what I thought my channel would be about. But... if that's what you all about, if that's your guys' life, that's what we're fucking doing. And like, look, it started off with a kiss. How did it end up like this? Is not gonna be a goddamn musical, you son of a bitch. Fuck! Get out of my house. Yeah, all right. I'll leave. No, I'm just kidding. I can't. I'm not standing up. Let's get some ASMR in here. Yeah, that's probably not. Tequila. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Tequila. So, hey, look, that's for really reals. Y'all want to buy me a stupid-ass game? I'll review the fucking shit. Now that I know how to send the goddamn shit to fucking YouTube, Christ, I guess we'll fucking do this. It's all on you guys, like, I am your servant. Like, Mr. Aladdin, sir, what will your pleasure be? Try all of column A, maybe some of column B. Why is this a goddamn musical? Why? Because you're a faggot, that's why. Yeah? You're a faggot. Yeah, fair point, fair point. Like, what does your split personality say then, asshole? I don't know. That is a lot of fucking tequila. You need to stop. You're a bad guy. Bad guy, Tolstoy. Bad you. Catboss says, do you think Corona will change the Tinder game in favor of doomers like us? Oh, son, I fucking wish. Son, no. The women will hang on to the society, bandwagon for forever until they're gonna die. They would rather ride out fucking dying for the wrong team than side with the doomers. I assure you, they're not that smart. Maybe in better parts of the country that are harder, out in fucking Utah, New Mexico, in the goddamn desert where they can smell their own fucking... Oh, Jesus. I just realized. Y'all desert motherfuckers, good luck. Good fucking luck. Like, no natural resources to pull from, no water. If everything shut... Anyway, let's go back to the keep it funny, Steven. Keep it funny. I wish... Cutie from work, I was kind of hoping would figure out that her soy boyfriend will not protect her from, psychos like me with a shotgun, but she has not contacted me yet. Therefore, I'm pretty sure they are too fucking stupid to know. What is that noise? God damn. The normies just be bringing their children around, and their children just and just fucking shriek all around the goddamn apartment. I'm glad that I pay $1,000 fucking dollars for this fucking slum shithole so that entities can and just reek around me. Like, what is this fucking shit? Some sort of alternate universe. Let's correct ourselves. Keep it funny, Steven. They are my sheets to burn. 401k. Kingpin Alpha says, if you like that kind of hip-hop sound, try Troy. It really captures an era. I'll look into it. Kappa says, shirtless and oiled up, ready to go, Tolstoy. I'm gonna need you to, whatever, you're just gonna have, Ultimate X James says, Tolstoy, your evil clone is loose. Who says I'm not the evil clone? Jeremy People says, okay, I'm leaving. See you later, alligator. All right, Jeremy. Goodbye. Maxwell McCormick says, my Power Rangers comment, that's what you get when you're raised by a pastor in the Bible Belt. Word. But I have no comment. I was like, there's probably an upside to that. And I was like, no. Chocho Bhatia says, speaking of British TV shows, the UK Office is so much better than the US Office. Wow, it's interesting. Both of the offices are shit. Did you know that? Damn! Freak Pit Freak says, this is the worst apocalypse. No zombies, no superpower like Infamous. Yeah? Stephen Knight says, you pay $8.99 a month, and you get to play like 100+ games on Game Pass. It's like GameFly for digital games, and they took Prey off it. Now I gotta buy it and shit, and I'm thinking about it. How close were you to the ending? Because at a certain point, I can sort of argue that you're better off not buying it. The ending is a little frustrating depending on what powers you selected. I actually, my first time, did not actually complete the game. I gave up, looked up the ending on YouTube, and the second time I did complete it. Because I knew the ending of the original, and I knew how they were going to fuck me on the deal. So let me know how far you are, and I will let you know whether or not it's a good idea. Kappa says, if you could buy any bottle of alcohol right now, no matter what the price, what would you get? I don't know, a bottle of Jameson. You know, expensive alcohol really isn't better than regular alcohol. I know, I would get the biggest bottle of Everclear humanly possible. I would get a drum of Everclear. That way, I have more alcohol. Quantity, unfortunately with this, quantity is better than quality. The Boss of Cat says, Alien 3 was an underrated gem. You get it. David Fincher. I'm dead certain that's his name. Fucking David goddamn Fincher. Steven Knight says, oh damn, Jose Cuervo is good as fuck. Next time try silver. It's smoother. Yeah, I was, but the local ABC store, yeah, we got those, was like, they had a massive sign out front that said, have order ready when walk in. So I just shouted the first thing that was tequila. And the reason that I thought was tequila is because, tends to have less of an impact on you hungover-wise the next day. But that's usually for silver, and they handed me this. They said, you want it to come with free tequila mixer? And I was like, Well, free, hell yeah. And they had me some sort of boxed version that comes with fucking tequila mixer. That's like literally sugar water. I looked at the ingredients. It was like water, sugar. And I was like, well, fuck you, asshole. Reminds me of one of me and Hal's actually favorite bits by Dave Chappelle is fucking juice versus drink. If you ever get a chance to see that, like, Dave, would you like some apple juice? What the fuck is juice? Want some apple drink? The ingredients are water, green, and sugar. Like, fuck. Catbus says, I already read that. Kovoras says, did you watch that TED Talk video on ASMR? No, but I want to know about that. If you would forward that to my Facebook account, I'd be grateful as fuck. Clive Winston says, repetitive music satiates the mind's desire to find patterns. Ooh. My guy, you are a philosopher. He says, repetitive music is even better with hallucinogens because your mind finds patterns that aren't there. Clive, when are you coming out to Uwari? Matt S. says, have you seen Shazam? No. Steven Knight says, Foo Fighters is legit as fuck to smoke to. Fuck yeah. So Foo Fighters is like my, I'm feeling so goddamn good, everything is going right, but it's time to hit the gym and lift song. It's like, there's like multiple phases of like gym lifting. There's like, I'm angry because things aren't going well, therefore lift, you know? Or there's, everything is going well, therefore lift, you know what I mean? And it's like, once everything is going well, God, it's rare, you listen to Foo Fighters. Thus, I have not listened to them in quite some fucking time because life is shit. Kavora says, did you what? Oh, I'm recycling things. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Clive Winston says, acid literally made me enjoy rap music. It's actually a pretty funny story, but basically just view it as a meme music. Interesting. Everything bumped. Scroll back up. Scroll it back up. Scroll back up. Kingpin Alpha says, if we talkin' ska, come on, Eileen, the ska version bangs. Come on, Eileen? Which band? I have no idea who we're talking about. Best ska song I can think of is the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones, The Impression That I Get. You know, classic like that. Stephen Knight says, try frying your sauerkraut in a pan and then putting on a sandwich or hot dog, man. Yeah, I've just been using the microwave mostly. Oh, fuck. And then Clive Winston says, kraut can never be too sour, my man. Yeah, I used to think I was that Slavic. Trust me, I'm from that area of the world. But let me tell you, there is a fucking sour, too sour for your shit. And it's this shit. They sell it in a bag. It's in a goddamn bag, like the way that Canadians do fucking milk. And, but the one thing is that I like to dry my sauerkraut out by pressing it. And the bag allows me to cut a small slit and then compress all the extra liquid out of it. So, but it's just very, very, very sour. More sour than I take my kraut, you know? But I have been serving it with sausages. That being said, I'm starting to wonder if we're about to have production issues because I was using better sausages from Johnsonville. It's in North Carolina, so it's locally sourced. And, the grocery store ran out of them, so I had to get some weird secondhand shit called Carolina sausages that taste like Carolina, Holocaust. Okay, I hope they have more food soon in my local grocery store. We just have to make it to May 1st. Clive Winston, oh yeah, I already read that. Kane the Warlock says, I'd buy that for $1. Clive Winston says, oh snap, can we send you any game for you to review? If that's how it is, going to work, then prepare yourself, Tolstoy. No. But yes, but just be gentle. Be gentle. Please don't meme a bunch of games. More tequila. This is not a problem. More tequila. Nuke China. Woo! Woo! Yeehaw! And break the law. yeah, man, if you can actually get me to play the game, and I have a way of saving the footage, so basically your best bet is PlayStation 4. If it's on the PSN, and you buy it for me, and you send me the download code, I will review it. Hang on, folks. Yeah, fuck. Christ almighty. Kingpin Alpha says, haven't you people ever heard of closing the... Well, yeah, something got in my mouth. Haven't you people ever heard of closing a goddamn door? If we're talking 2000s Bitch Boy Rock, that song went so fucking hard. Hey, I like Fall Out Boy. Was that? Oh, that was Panic at the Disco. Yeah, well, I liked those two. So there's that. Steven Knight says, damn, I hate FF7 Remake is a PS4 exclusive. I would buy the deluxe right now. Shaking my fucking head. Hey, son, you don't have that PS4? Ooh, you know what? The game is not the alpha and omega. Look, hey, is it better than Prey? Oh, fuck no, it's not. It's not better than Prey. Don't think that you're going to replace Prey with that. So, honestly, if you want to wait for it, fucking wait for it. And then Kane the Warlock chimes in saying, Steven Knight, Sony has the exclusive rights until 2021. Final Fantasy VII on Xbox and PC is going to be a thing. Yeah. And honestly, you know, if you're going to wait, I'd wait. I don't think it's worth buying a goddamn PS4 for. That's just me personally. And I like the game. I really like it. But, you know, You know, it doesn't, it's not great. It's not fucking Metal Gear Solid 4, my guy. Bella Drone says, Tolstoy, how is your prepping going? Oh my god, thanks for flagging me, asshole. If a doomsday scenario arose, how would you... Oh my fucking Christ. Ha! I'm skipping this. Thanks, you glow. Good job that you glow. I don't know. I wouldn't do anything. I don't prep. I don't have any preps. I don't have anything. I survive off of Big Daddy government, and I love the Big Daddy government. I suck his big old dick. Yeah, that's how that fucking works. Goddamn, son. Man, zero chill with you. It's like, hey, by the way, you an infidel? It's like, oh, okay. Hey, I wish you wouldn't shout that shit in the fucking city streets. Thanks, dick. Oh, wow, we gotta scroll way the fuck up. I lost that part. Oh, there it is. Okay. The Boss of Cats Nick says, I loved how one of the endings was just you saying fuck this and leaving your brother's escape pod. Yeah, that was one of the shittiest endings, huh? Clive Winston says, you saving your dryer lint for fire starting? Way ahead of you, buddy. Like I said, when are we gonna meet, dude? Kane the Warlock said, whoever said UK Office is better is wrong. It's worse. Humor is based off of cringe humor and is less funny than the US. They're both based off of cringe humor, and they're terrible, and I hate them. I can barely fucking stand the Parks and Rec, but it has more to do with the fact that like there's some redneck humor in there. You know, it's a little bit more funny. Catbus says, will you miss Chinese food if China gets nuked? No. Chinese food is shit. Both actual Chinese food and the American counterpart. The good food that you're thinking of in that area is either Indian, Korean, or Japanese. Like, fucking China. Would you like to eat a dog? No. No, why would you do that? We eat a dog, I eat dog. Like, fucking, notice two populations. Fuck me. Let's do this. You see this shit? Guns, germs, and steel. Environmental determinism, bitch. Like, you know, ethnically similar populations will evolve differently based on resources. I don't know what the fuck happened in China that they're like, LOL, torture then eat dogs. But notice Japan didn't do that because they're not sick. And notice how Japan is great. China's like, want to be fascist and kill 100 million people and then kill more people with a virus we engineered? And Japan is like, hey man, after World War II, you want to create cool cartoons that everyone likes? Also, would you like to also create really fuel-efficient cars? Like, fuck. God bless Japan. Fuck me. Gotta pee. Fuck you. And I'm back. Guess who's back? Back again. Tolstoy's back. Tell a friend. Tolstoy's back. Tolstoy's back. Tolstoy's back. Tolstoy's back. Anyway. Get back to. Stephen Knight says, I literally had like 2-to-1 missions left. I had to incapacitate Dahl. He invaded the Talos 1. Dahl? Was that guy's name? The Russian guy? Dahl? Was that his fucking name? That sounds Indian. Anyway, Dahl, he invaded the Talos 1 and had to take out 100 military operators. Shaking my head, I kind of hated that part. They drink the fuck out of my ammo. Dude, the operators is where I quit. Oh, wow. So, you're really actually at the point where, honestly, I could spoil it for you and it wouldn't be that big a deal. And if you want to, just let me know, or you can look it up on YouTube. You were like one step from the end. That was it. Kane the Warlock says, Alien 3 was David Fincher. He also did 7 and 12... Whoa, 12 Monkeys was Terry Gilliam. Well, it's all dark and French. Stephen Knight says, Blue Oysters don't fear the Reaper impression, ? Yeah, I like Blue Oyster Cult. Just that and Burning for You. And everything jumped. And the house is jumping. Fuck, it jumped a fuck ton. Tommy Verchetti 6 says, I haven't seen your videos in mad long. What was the game you reviewed that opens up with guys saying I made a mistake? It's PS1 called 1. ONE1. It's a shitty game, so I wouldn't give too much of a shit about it. Christ. Fuck. Motherfuck. Fuck. Noise. Smoking weed. Anyway, let's get back to... The Bossa Cat says, I like it more than Prey, but it's kind of a nostalgic thing going on. Which game are we talking about? Kane the Warlock says, actually, bag milk in Canada is mostly a lie, and it's only an Ontario thing, which apparently Ontario is like LA, is like their LA. Interesting. I did not know that. Kappa says, how did you get such a refined taste in comics, literature, games, and fashion? Oh shit, guys, my taste is refined. It's refined, guys. I'm not just some faggot. It's refined. You see that shit? I'm not just some faggot. It's refined. Gonna go ahead and skip that shit. Clive Winston says, as soon as we get out of the quarantine in Virginia, and before I move to Minnesota, my man. Oh, bud, don't move to Minnesota. You'd be too far away for us to boog together. Anyway. Time Ever Chetty says, I miss your humor, Tolstoy. Damn. Well, welcome back to that shit. This is still my humor, and it's better than it used to be because Christ. Kane the Warlock says, well, to be fair, after we nuked Japan, we then gave them a post-war economics miracle. Yeah. Environmental determinism. They had a lot better to deal with. Also, nuke China. Look, man, I don't know what happened to China. Just nuke them. Nuke them. Nuke them. Nuke them. Sorry. Stephen Knight said, guess I'll play Gears 5 and Tekken shaking my head. Not best for your game so far. Jeez, man. Well, tell me how Gears 5 is. Yeah, I'm interested. Stephen Knight says, okay, fuck it. Tell me the ending, lol. Really? Oh, fuck. Come on, man. I don't want to do that. It's a good ending. Well, okay. Spoiler alert for this part of Prey 2016, I think. If you haven't, 2018 maybe. No, it was 2016. You fucking retard. If you haven't played it, so essentially you complete the simulation. This was all a simulation, and you wake up and your brother. I forget his fucking name, Big Daddy Morgan, is standing in front of you, and he says, so, the entire Earth has been taken over by typhons. Typhons, not typhids. No, typhids. Typhons. Ooh, dusgura. And, he's like, and you look down in you have complete control, and you can look into the chair that's restraining you, and you yourself are a typhon. And he's like, we were attempting to use the technology we developed for the neuromods to put a human simulation in a typhon mind. We wanted to be able to see if we could make you think like us. And now that we have done that, we want to know, do you understand the stakes? And can we have a branch of, an olive branch, can we have peace? Will you shake my hand? And as he unlocks you, you are given the chance to either infect him with the typhon or to shake his hand and accept, whatever comes. And there ain't never gonna be no goddamn sequel because, Christ, how can they make a sequel to that? That, in and of itself, is so insane. So anyway, Time Ever Chetty 6 says, I just wanted to watch the review of the throwback, but I can't find it. Yeah, it's probably because I probably deleted that shit. Clive Winston says, do you consider yourself a utilitarian? Maybe. Church Bahatia says, do you enjoy the comedy of Bill Burr? I do. I love Bill Burr. Clive Winston says, well, I'll only be in Minnesota from August to December, so hopefully Boog holds off. Son, we better meet up before that shit happens. We ain't having that. Bellodrone says, do you still have all the Bioshock? No, I sold that shit to make fucking money for rent. Anyway, Stephen Knight says, Gears 5 is pretty legit. Not gonna lie, it's the best Gears game ever made. Wow. Wow, that's a goddamn statement. Are you sure, sir? Are you sure? Are you sure? Yeah. The boss of Cats, Nick, says, did you ever play Dishonored 2? Nah, I played Dishonored 1 about a quarter of the way through. The gameplay did not impress me. That was a lot of tequila. That was a lot of tequila. What time is it? Yep, you're gonna pass out soon. Fucking hell. Steven Knight says, "Oh my god, I didn't see that ending coming." At allow mean. Okay. I had a feeling that it was a simulation, but I didn't know that you were really a Typhon. Laughing my ass off. Dope, though. Yeah, it's an interesting game. It has a lot to do with empathy. If you notice, all of the challenges are about whether or not you will help a person. The challenge was, do you have empathy or not? Which is interesting because what they say early on is that the Typhon don't have mirror neurons. They have neurons. They have brains. They don't have mirror neurons. What we have is mirror neurons. We have the ability to look at another human being's state and see that it's shit. Hey, man, see the platform. I keep thinking about that. I keep thinking about his response. You know, he's trying to convince the guy, and he's just like, what does he say? He's like, we have to ride the platform down, and the guy is just like, that's fucking insane and stupid. And the guy's like, nah, we're two men on fire. He says that's suicide for a couple of men. And then he says, what about two men on fire? That's a great goddamn line. What about two men on fire? Fuck yeah, two men who are on fire. Anyway. Clive Winston says, don't wait. Yeah, Clive Winston said, quit hiccuping. Fuck. Clive Winston says, I'm still mulling over my first firearm purchase, so I wouldn't be to help at the moment. Well, here's the thing, Clive. I have more guns than I have hands, so yeah, you would. That being said, I don't know. 22LR breakdown is all I can tell you. Then Jesse Wisen says, Glock or SIG? Glock. Steven Knight says, I'm sure LOL Gear 2 was my favorite next to one, and this one is more fun. Oh, neat. Churchill Batia says, drink a liter of water, my guy, and you're going to wake up with the shittiest hangover. My hangovers are heinous. What would you know about that? Insert title says, do you have an anime watch list? Have you ever played Mass Effect? No and yes. Steven Knight says, I can see the empathy this would make a dope anime or movie hell or even a show. Damn it, such a cool premise. Clive Winston says, oh shit, is he gonna puke? I'm not gonna fucking puke. Christ, man. It's just a lot of tequila. Christ, mate. Have a bit more faith in me.